The United States and China have just pulled the world back from the edge of a new global trade war. In a stunning overnight move, Washington and Beijing have reached what's being called a substantial trade framework to avert 100% tariffs on each other's goods. But behind the smiles and handshakes, there's a hidden story about power, rare minerals, and the fight for global dominance. Stay tuned, because what just happened could reshape the world economy and affect your daily life more than you think. For months, both countries have been threatening massive economic penalties. The U.S. planning 100% tariffs on Chinese imports, and China preparing to cut off exports of rare earth minerals, which are vital for smartphones, electric cars, and defense technology. Economists warned that if both sides went through with it, we'd see global inflation skyrocket, supply chains freeze, and markets crash. Then, suddenly, everything changed. During high-level talks at the ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent confirmed that a major framework agreement had been reached. Here's what's inside the deal. But behind the optimism, analysts say this deal isn't just about trade. It's about geopolitical leverage. The U.S. wants more access to Chinese markets, especially for soybeans, semiconductors, and tech exports. Meanwhile, China's goal is to protect its control over rare earth resources, critical for America's military and technology sectors. In other words, both sides got temporary peace, but the power struggle remains. Now, all eyes turn to the upcoming meeting between President Donald Trump and President Xi Jinping, where both leaders will finalize the terms. Sources say the meeting could include a side agreement on fentanyl control and agricultural trade, giving Trump a major political win ahead of the election. But China is expected to push for long-term tariff guarantees, something Washington isn't ready to offer yet. Around the world, the reaction was instant. Bar chart global markets surged. Factory manufacturers celebrated the relief in supply chains. Speech ballooned, but critics warn it might just be a temporary truce, a band-aid over deeper issues. Economists say that while tariffs are paused, the rivalry between the world's two largest economies is far from over, and any political misstep could trigger another wave of economic shock. So, what does this mean for ordinary people? Shopping cart prices on imported goods may stabilize instead of spiking. Briefcase businesses tied to tech, farming, and logistics could see new life. Dollar banknote investors might find new confidence, but the risk of a relapse remains. Experts say this peace deal gives the world a short window of economic calm, but it's fragile, and one disagreement could undo it all overnight. The U.S. and China just dodged a trade war, but for how long? Is this the start of a new partnership, or just a pause before the next storm? Let us know your thoughts below. And if you want real-time global updates that actually matter, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a global shift like this one. Globe showing Europe, Africa, this is Global Pulse News, bringing you truth without faces, but with facts.